So the first exercise we're going to go through is the lumbosacral lift. This is really important because, like we were talking about, this area of the spine comes through and helps transmit the forces from the hind limb here and to help push the horse forwards. So what we want to do is you want to look either side of the tail here. You'll notice there's two knobbly bits of the back parts of the bones here, and what we wanted to do is stand up equally. So stand up, you go. We're going to come up in this direction, and you'll see her start to lift up through her lumbar spine. She may be a bit fidgety at first, like we said earlier. The horses might be in pain, so you want to start doing this more gently than you do briskly. At the end of the day, the intention is not to hurt them, it's to help them do core exercises and give them a bit more spinal stability. And once you've got them there, you just keep that gentle movement to encourage the activation of the multifidus muscles and the abdominal sling muscles to lift up through here, which helps with that movement that we were talking about with the flexion and the extension of the lumbosacral joint. So the second exercise we're going to go through is a lumbar lift with this side, and it's going to have a slight lateral bend in it as well, which just means it's going to help the horse translate its lumbar spine from side to side. So with this one, you want to aim to the presses we're going to use will be between the hip, the midline between the hip here and the centre of the spine, and you're going to finger on here gently at first, same with everything else, and you can always increase the pressure. It's harder to go back off of it, and just bring the finger up towards the midline of the back. You want to note how much the horse is moving from side to side, because most horses will have an element of being more comfortable on one side and doing this than the other. Good girl. So with her, she's much more comfortable coming this way than she is the other. So I always rest my hand just in the middle of the lumbar spine here, and a little pull over here, and it just encourages her to come over towards me there. That's a good girl. Good girl. So for Selena, we'd do sort of half the amount of reps on this side as we would this side, because we want her to be nice and equal in both types of movement. And like we said, you want to start gently, build up, and nice firm strokes to push through. This one's the backward weight shift. The idea with this is what we're going to do with the horse is put a gentle pressure on their chest. You can rest your hand up on the wither here as well, and we're just going to push really gently backwards so she starts to activate her bum muscles, and then you'll see the gentle rock forwards. If the horse starts fidgeting too much, you're probably using a bit too much pressure, but it's just to start loading into the glutes in the back there. You can see her switch them on and then off and rock forwards gently. Selena's at the end of her lead rope at the moment, which is what works for her. Hand positioning is really important with this, so we don't want to be too proddy or pokey in their pec muscles because it's a really sensitive area. It is for us as well. So a nice gentle pressure. You'll feel that there's a little bit of a bone here. Put the heel of your hand over that, hand on the wither, and a gentle push back. And then let her rock forward. So you want it nice and supported, rock back and forth, and watch your feet as well. So if you're wondering how many repetitions to do, what we want to do is we want to aim to look at doing between 3 and 5 repetitions of each exercise. Because these are core strengthening exercises, we need to be doing them after the horse is warm, so either after light work, a light hack, or you could also lunge the horse before, just because then it will get everything warmed up.